Hey, it's Mr. G. I'm here at Memorial High School, and we're doing something unique today. We're actually cleaning up some books and some cabinets. And what we're doing is we're reorganizing so we have enough space. We're consolidating. But, I just want to take a moment to talk about how significant some of these books are. Okay, let's just take a look here. What we did was we emptied all these out, right? Kind of looks like the beginning scene from Ghostbusters Part 1. And we got Arvin here helping me. We're transferring all the one copy of every type of book. The duplicate copies are going to go to the middle school to see if they would like them. But I want to talk about the significance of these books. See here, we got Michael, very curious, looking through. What do you like about this book, Michael?
How the way the photos make it interesting, but the rest of it gives a more detailed explanation. So it's like...
So give me an example of something you saw in here that you thought was important to you. You want to show the piano?
Something I kind of found cool was piano. I never really knew how it works. I've seen inside it, but never exactly the motions that make it make noise.
So this book helps you understand more about pianos.
And other things like it.
And can you go to the page that I saved? Because I thought that was interesting. So here's how a stapler works. That one bar pushes down, and so these illustrations are absolutely beautiful. Now, what someone could argue and say, well, this stuff's on the web. Not really. These authors and these artists, they get together, and what they do is they publish this, and they make sure that this is a book that's going to sell. There's a lot of commitment involved in making a book. A lot of people can go on the web. There's not that much cost involved. There's only very few people on the web that do a very good job. Also, some of this stuff is not available on the web. So for instance, even for me, I'm still learning, and this is a machine that we have at the shop, and this shows you exactly where every nut and bolt goes. This is the instruction manuals for a machine that's available in our shop. Even stuff like this, for instance, here's a book on how to curve wood. Do you ever see wood that's curved in a beautiful chair like this? How does that happen? Well, you're gonna have to curve it like this. You use a veneer face on top, and you have to do something called laminating. It's basically like a sandwich of wood, and glue in between, but you put it in the curve and you clamp it, and when it dries, it's very, very hard. Now, books like this, some of these books were made very early on. If you take a look at the printing, this was the 6th time it was printed in 1939, but the first time they published this book was 1930. And it comes from a different time in space. It comes from a time where people were very excited about the future. This is obviously maybe the Empire State Building. This would be like the Manhattan or Brooklyn Bridge. And so it comes from a time of engineering, of 1969 to put a man on the moon. And ever since then, there's been a decline in the interest of thinking and problem solving. It's more a consumer-based culture. But we're going back to it now. Look at Tesla's built in the United States. And also, all the NASA contractors are in the U.S. and in California. And so we're coming back to that time, and now they call it STEAM instead of industrial arts. But this is very important. So what we're doing here is these volunteers... Yeah, how does a sewing machine work? Did everyone ever think about that? These are all the parts for the sewing machine and how it works. Here's probably what they call the bobbin. This is how the needle goes in there and ties the knot and comes out. Pretty amazing, right? So it's a lot of fun to look through these books. It's not Michael, have you ever seen this stuff on the web?
No, especially something like this. I've never seen anything like this.
You've never seen anything like this on the web. So it's not a lot of this stuff is on the web, and what we're doing is we're trying to save these so that, look, maybe this will inspire one kid. And that's all it takes, because me personally, when I was in 2nd grade, I wanted to know about cars. And my parents, my friends, and my teachers did not know they didn't know one thing about cars, and they couldn't teach me. And I found a book. And that book inspired me to pursue more interest in it because it detailed it in illustrations. The illustrations are beautiful. Some of these artists, they have a career in illustrating beautiful mechanical devices. So anyway, just wanted to give you a piece of of my mind about the history of the mechanical books here at Memorial High School. We've got a great program here. All right. So this stuff, we have single copies of the rare books here, and we have double copies. The duplicates are going probably to the middle school and maybe to some other program that needs them. All right, thanks for tuning in. I'm Mr. G at Memorial High School. See you later.